Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian.
I'm Diego.
And we're back for more of the boys. So last episode we ended with what's his name? I just blanked. Homelander, giving a stupid speech to the media about the plane crash and saying if the government or the military just let us in, we would have been able to be here sooner. Blah blah blah. All this bullcrap. And this will never ever have to happen again. Jesus. And also we I think found out that A-Train with the Compound V stuff. Forgot to mention this last episode, but
he takes a trafficking thing or whatever, maybe, or like drug.
Well, yeah, but he's taking the Compound V to. He took it to the Thai food, and I think he takes that from there to Ezekiel's charity. So Ezekiel disperses it there or something, or they make it there. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they make it somewhere to do with Vaught.
And they seem to be using the compound on this
woman that was I don't know how long she was kidnapped for or whatever.
Yeah,
how long they held her there.
Yeah, someone who they basically trafficked. I don't know.
They abducted. Yeah, well, yeah. They smuggled her to the country. Had her, I guess, working here and like at the salon maybe, and then the lady that was, I guess, operating it at that spot, she gave it to these guys or something like that. I don't know.
It seems they might have used it on her, but yeah.
But also with Starlight and Hughie, he planted a bug on her phone during their essentially date
because he was kind of felt guilty and whatnot, as if he was.
Well, he was feeling guilty, but it wasn't because that's not why. He was more like not cleared him, but he's like, all right, I got to do this. I can't let this. This is the kind of one he was feeling guilty about what he was like considering she had died so soon, but also because I'm doing this for her to get through to get justice for her, not let it just be pushed under the rug. And during the whole Spice Girls speech, I didn't notice it until during editing, but there was like this probably is nothing, but it just seems so strange. So, like there was a fly that was flying, but like the sound of the fly was like so loud, along with during the speech. I'm like, I understand being a random fly. You can't. I mean, I didn't think anything about the fly seeing it, but for some reason the fly's sound was so loud, like during the speech, like not like blaring and blowing out your eardrums, but like it was heard basically matching the talking, and it was like, is there a reason like that's supposed to be brought to our attention, or did a fly just like fly too close to a boom mic and they couldn't edit that out or something? I don't know, but I just thought it was strange, and I'm not sure if that has to do anything. Like maybe there's a super that can transform and turn to a fly and it's spying on them or something. I have no idea. Quite possibly be nothing, but it's just that just kind of brought my attention. But yeah, they as I said, Homelander and them had let a plane crash. Shut up. Let a plane crash. Maeve isn't, she's feeling super guilty. She didn't want to let them die, and then she tried to save these two girls, or the daughter and the mom, but he wouldn't take her. He's like, nah, man. She's gonna tell them that, they're gonna tell everybody that we let this whole plane of people die.
He was starting to feel like
remorse
for what have you, or
for killing Translucent, mainly because of the fact that he has a son. So this is as terrible as these people are. But what kind of drove that whole warm was the fact he found out about it. He has a son, so it's like as bad as these people are, some of them might have other people that care about them, aren't just the media public. But I think that's basically it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this next episode.
I love you. I love you too.
Yeah.
So take it out, raise it up.
Of course.
It's kind of cool.
No, I meant like, of course they had the person who looks like an angel.
$15,000 for an exclusive VIP experience with Ezekiel. Seriously? There's not an easier, cheaper way for us to get to him?
We ain't getting to Ezekiel.
You are.
You are.
No, not fast. That's not smart.
This is from that club you took me to?
You remembered our first night together. I'm touched.
Okay, why is this the first time I'm hearing about this plan? This kid needs to be trained up, Butcher.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if there is some geezer out there with a big white beard, he's a real heavyweight cunt.
I'm sorry, did you Just call God a C word?
Yeah, he's got a hard-on for mass murder and giving kids cancer. And his big old answer to the existential clusterfuck that is humanity is to nail his own bleeding son to a plank. That is a cunt move. Come on, even you got to agree with me.
Hey,
Please.
please.
We should love a fucking nuke at him.
Sir.
Get it over and done with. You know what I'm saying?
We're sorry, sir. We apologize. My man.
Oh, he looks like Jamie Foxx. I think that's why I recognize him.
This place isn't what I remember.
Hey. Hey, can I ask you something?
Anything.
Right now?
Yeah.
Is there any way you could hook me up with one of those
God.
Diamond Club passes?
Sorry.
You know,
Yeah, I know.
to see Ezekiel. So what do you think? Pull a few strings, you know,
Oh, tactic.
hook me up with some tickets.
More tactic.
When'd you do it?
Last Sunday. We used your last name. We said beloved wife.
You buried an empty fucking coffin.
We didn't bury anything. Just, a headstone.
Oh, that's a sick fucking joke then, isn't it?
Well, you're wondering why we didn't tell you. You need to stop. It has been 8 years since she's been missing. The cops never found anything. You never found anything.
Easy. We're not here to hurt you.
No.
Who are you?
Frenchie, no. Did you ever see Frenchie before?
No.
Oh, feck.
Hughie. Right? You're Starlight's friend. He got you in here.
Yeah.
The watch. Better be waterproof.
Something wrong, Hughie?
No? No, I'm totally comfortable. Why would you ask that?
Well, your blood pressure is 150 over 90.
What?
Yes.
Oh. Heartbeat peaked.
Then I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Just hold on 1 second. Let me
Oh.
just show you something.
It's... You were in the water.
You fucked me.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
in a private soup club. You know the one on East 29th, Secret Lair?
Don't
I think it's
know
called.
it. Nope.
There were 3 of us.
You've got nothing.
Oiled up, and you
This.
wrapped your stretchy arms around me, and it was so fucking hot. And
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Is he actually trying?
This is not gonna be...
I feel like this is gonna go off.
No proof.
You try to talk to me like this? You are a filthy, filthy liar. You are unclean. I have a video. I have a video.
so that wasn't a piece of cake.
That's you? You right?
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, I had to borrow a phone. Thanks again. I got baptized. Yeah, it's a long story.
You are a natural, kid. You're like the fucking Rain Man of fucking people over.
Not a compliment.
Oh, God. This is not gonna end well. Oh. Butch, come on.
Hello?
They're coming. They're on to you, babe. Black Noir was outside my apartment.
What location? Which addresses do they have?
If they got to my place, all of them.
Oh, crap.
Tickets start at what, $170 so that these people can tell you how to get into heaven?
How do they know? How does anybody know? When the Bible was written, life expectancy was 30 years old. What's immoral is the guy who shoved his dick in my face.
Oh.
Shit. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just as scared and confused as the rest of you. I'm done pretending. And I'm done taking any more shit.
Oh, my God.
There's an eye.
Jackpot. Compound V?
They're into it.
Yeah, and lots of it.
Is there a baby in there? There's a baby in there.
Oh my god.
Oh!
That's a fucking baby soup.
How was your quality time with Ezekiel? Huh? Any more VIP tickets I can get for you? Because I'm so here for you.
It's not like that.
You sure? Because I can get you a commemorative cup. Or I can get you an Ezekiel figurine or a goodie bag.
My girlfriend died. Happened not too long ago, and I came here looking for a way to get out of the shit that I'm in right now. And that wasn't fair to you, and I'm so sorry. I really don't think there's anything that could help it anymore. Or fix it. Except for what you said. I mean, you're right. There's nobody knows. And that's the only fucking thing I've heard all day that makes any sense at all.
All right.
Really, come on.
Hey, keep him busy.
Wait a minute. Could they maybe... Are they really? Holy crap, they are! Oh!
Hey.
Hey, hey!
Holy fuck! That was diabolical.
Oh my god!
You little fucking beauty.
Jesus Christ. Uh-oh.
I see you. I know you're watching me. You've been out there quite a lot lately. You cannot be bad.
Does this normally happen, or it seems new to him?
You have to be good. And you have to listen to me. And then we both can get what we want.
He's basically kind of...
He's a child. He's basically a child.
You're my good boy.
Okay,
Oh my
don't...
god.
Oh, could freaking break her fingers like that on accident, dude. Is that Black Noir? Come on. Oh wait, is he gonna... She's gonna save him.
Hopefully.
He's gonna show up, Black Noir, and about to kill, and then she's gonna show up and
I
save Frenchie.
So. I hope so. I really want that to happen.
Black Noir. Oh, man, I'm good. Hi. Ha. What can he do? I want to know what his... Ooh. No, no, no. Ooh.
Wonder this time where she's
healing? She's healing, holy crap.
You are a miracle.
Okay, so I wasn't saying it. She can't be dead. I know she ain't dead because, unfortunately, I saw a poster.
Oh.
Well, I remember the poster. It just kind of like showed those four. I don't know if they showed anybody else. I tried to look.
Were they looking down on something?
Yeah.
And it said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was based on the original comic.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
saw like the comic poster for that too, and I saw like her there. I'm like, okay, so she's gotta be part of it. And I was like, they could have killed her. They could have like, okay, she held, so she's kind of sort of part of it. I was like, no. There's gotta be more to this. She ain't dead. Because also, well, okay, so she does have a healing factor, so there's that. But I didn't expect her to heal that fast though. So like, it wasn't just like. So, but speaking of which, those knives have to be sharp because we know she has some kind of endurance. considering freaking
Yeah,
A-Train
he
like
slammed her into a. Yeah.
and she was not necessarily fine, but she wasn't bleeding.
Yeah.
But then those knives like cut straight through her. I still don't know for sure what his abilities are, but he has to have some kind of endurance, seeing as she crashed into him and he was fine. I mean, granted, the armor would probably protect him, but there's only so much.
Did the mouth cover come off?
I was wondering about that here. I'll go back. Let's see.
Because it looked like he just went, like his mouth went off, and he kind of. I'm not sure if he freaked out or not. Like, and that's why he ran away and just kind of like.
Because we saw him drinking through his straw before, and he had it to his mask. I don't know if
I
it's
just
like,
wasn't sure if she tore
I think
off
that's supposed
the
to be
thing.
part of his mask. Yeah, I think I don't think this is his mask. I think that's like part. I think that might be something to do with his powers. Like,
do you think it came off? I couldn't really see. If
no, I think that's his face. Like, I think that might have to do with his abilities. Like, it's a physical thing. Because he is kind of quiet.
Yeah.
So I might have to
Like, it
do
seems
like
like
he
he
might be
doesn't
like a physical shadow, maybe. I don't know.
I was trying to see his face because I got a glimpse on his.
That's
his
what I'm
face.
saying. Like, because it was just like pure, almost not pure black, but as black as can make it. Like it looked like it was part of his face.
I was just trying to see if it was actually his face or not just the covering.
Yeah, it looks like it's part of him. Like
Yeah.
that's his mouth. So I think, because like I said earlier, like we saw in a couple episodes ago, like he was drinking with a straw to his face that I thought was like his mask, but I think that's him. So it has to do something with his abilities, where he's like some kind of shadow, or I don't know exactly, because I mean he just doesn't exactly face through things. So I don't know what it lends to, if it just like makes him quiet. But those blades, something has to be up with those blades to be able to cut through her like that, like easily, essentially.
It could be that he's throwing it like with slightly enhanced strength enough to give it enough little like because whenever it goes through it seems like he's throwing them and then he's stabbing them into himself.
Yeah.
Himself. So he probably has some enhanced strength. It seems. So he tosses it with enough force
And a precision as well.
Yeah. So while a brick wall, it's still
blunt.
it's still blunt.
Yeah.
And so like I remember,
but
like,
it's still like
thing
I would think
about blades is they're supposed to help
Right.
hurt something. And
so would it be? So he has a heightened strength that allowed
I
him
think
to do
so,
it?
at least.
Because
So
I would think that even with a knife, like it would, bend.
Yeah, no. Like
So-
they could. It could also be a combination of
Like for a split second, I was thinking if kind of like he has ability to sharpen things unnaturally. So
maybe
I don't
like
know
it could
if
be
that's
that.
the
It could be
case.
either that or like since he's funded by Vaught.
Right.
It could be that.
That's another thing. Yeah, I was wondering if it was just like the knives are like ridiculously sharp. Like
No, it could be
like
like
diamond
that.
tipped kind of a thing.
Like that, or like X-ionized or
Yeah.
something like that. Like just like meticulously like just thin the tip.
Right.
Like
But-
the blade until it's as sharp as it is, and then
Mhm.
make it out of specific material maybe.
Right. But we finally got to see him do something. But
Yeah,
yeah, he's a good fighter.
He is a really good fighter. Like
he's able to go toe to toe with someone who's got a heightened strength, but he probably has a heightened strength of his own. But still,
Like I wouldn't be surprised if his abilities are relatively tame, like just maybe slightly
Mhm.
like just
Right.
enhanced strength. Maybe
to be able to be in the 7 though, he has to have a specialty. So like especially good with what he can do.
No, yeah, like he seems to be
Mhm.
their Batman.
Batman / Punisher. But she did come back to save Frenchie, so that was cool. I was expecting that. I was hoping for that. But
Because I remembered something. This isn't a spoiler now because
Mhm.
what's happened.
Right.
But I remembered that since Frenchie was one of the only ones who treated her as a human
Mhm.
being,
Yeah.
she liked him in
Right.
the sense that she wasn't going to kill him, and she seems to genuinely care for him.
Right.
Like so, it seems that Frenchie's probably going to be the only one who'll be able to really.
So I'm
handle it.
wondering if I guess she was like following him, maybe to make sure he'd be okay.
It could have been that, or she could have been like scouting ahead, or she could have like initially went out and then
Maybe, yeah.
and then like as she later this person was nice to me, this person was kind to me.
Yeah, but
And
unfortunately
she tried to repay that, and so she and then after he's like he comes back. I wasn't expecting him to come back. I'd hoped he'd
I was
come
thinking
back.
he might, but like it
But-
also seemed like the way it was going, it was gonna cut as it was panning out from her. The way it seemed like, but then the music stops and then he comes to her.
I wouldn't be surprised if that they did that on purpose to kind of make you think that we're gonna cut because it seemed like that was gonna
Right.
happen, so that
Mhm.
she was basically gonna bleed out.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Oh, is she gonna die?
But unfortunately, all of Frenchie is his hideouts are burned. He's burned. They now have an eye out for him.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, Homelander knows, and he knows also the fact there was that box that's saying "We're coming for you" or "Coming for you" or something like that. So he's probably gonna assume that he's has some kind of connection to that, and they're already hunting down or look like on the they're aware or they're like they're I guess aware is what I'm trying to think of. They're aware that somebody's after them, that's trying to come after them, and now he's gonna be like, okay, so whether this guy is or not, well, considering that A-Train saw the footage of them blackmailing his ex essentially,
Yeah.
that he knows that he's at least part of that.
Like and I do at least. I don't like him.
Right.
I don't like it. I don't like the situation like with the A-Train thing.
Yeah.
But I do
sympathize with.
I do sympathize. Like I wouldn't be surprised. It seems that he was probably told to end her, and he seems to actually, like as we saw him like watching that, it seems like he was watching one of her movies, probably because he like even if it didn't seem great, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just watched it because he cared for her. And so he just felt bad, like he was missing her, especially since he killed her himself. As far as he's aware, he had to kill his girlfriend because Homelander told him. And if he didn't, Homelander probably would have killed him. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was just, I don't want to die or get screwed over somehow by these people. So he just did what he was probably told to do.
Yeah, that's what
and
you
so
could see, like, whenever he did it, like, whenever he had injected her, he hated it, and you could see him, like,
you saw the sadness in his face.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't sure I just thought he was trying to, like, if he was actually trying to keep his face, like, no emotion. But
no,
like, yeah, so
you could
just
tell
like,
it definitely wasn't the case. Like, because you could tell throughout, like, I did question whether he actually cared about her nearing the beginning, but seeing, like, there were instances where it's just like, no, he definitely seems to care about her, and then at that point especially was you could see the conflict of what he had done, and that he felt like he had to do it, and he had no other choice because Homelander knows what had happened. He had either told or he could just found out.
Well, I mean, from what Homelander said, he said you came. I appreciate that you came to me.
I'm just saying, like, he found out before he came to him or something. So I'm not really sure, but we did. Well, okay, we'll go to the Homelander from the part of this, like, beginning of this episode to now, like, seeing him handle one, like, the speech given to him, how he feels like he should approach the matter with the plane and the people, and who he should direct to exactly, and how he talked to Stillwell, like when he showed up at the hospital, and saying, talking down to her, essentially saying, pretending to be the strong, independent or single mother. And even going to the point where he has this fixation on her, not just wanting to protect her, but I don't know exactly how to describe what he feels like. It's like a mother figure, but not like he feels like it's like I don't know, like he has this like a very creepy attachment to her.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they manufactured that in him. Like,
right.
I wasn't expecting you to say you didn't know that. So, but that, or at least figure that, because from, like, again, especially since we saw with what they were doing with the kid, like that child, like, it seems they made them. Like, they just pump it in them as they're developing, like, as children.
But
so I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was with Homelander. They basically made him, and then, of course, like, since they're like, oh, we made a being that could kill us all, and, like, not much effort.
So I'm assuming their powers don't show up right when they're born.
Probably not. Like,
because I mean, I didn't know how young it was, because Andy, her powers, I don't know how early, but they came apparently pretty early in her life, to where she was in super pageants and all that stuff. So I wasn't sure exactly when the powers showed up, but this apparently it's not normal for them to be born with it, because I was gonna say Carl Urban. Billy is like, he freaked out, like, my God, it's a baby super. And it's like, what the heck?
Well, maybe when he said he's like something about not natural, my something.
Like,
he's like, they make them here. Like, I think he kind of got like, oh, probably none of the heroes that are out there were naturally born with abilities. I think he's guessing that they were probably made something like this.
Right, they could have been. I mean, it just depends. It just depends on how long they've been making this Compound V, because they might not have been. And maybe it's taken. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe like maybe it means like this round isn't going to be natural, because I mean the other. Can you like maybe the others were natural.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
yeah, so then they've gotten some of the Compound V, and I guess they're gonna take it to his contact at CIA. I think she works.
I think so.
I can't remember now, but
I think she was CIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember she said like, hey, if you
can find evidence,
if you can find anything that can be considered, I will think about giving you like some. What
kind of bothered me was, I mean, I get where he's coming from, but it still bothered me where he was the Mother's Milk's like, careful, you don't want to kill the kid. You might kill the kid. He's like, that'd be a shame. It's like, dude, this is a baby. Like they're not from this point. They're innocent. They're not choosing to kill anybody, and they didn't. This baby didn't even ask to have these powers. Like
but as you said you understand.
Yeah,
like, he has his reasons,
but there should be a certain bias. There has to be a certain point where it's like, well, obviously, this kid has no say in the matter, and he hasn't done anything.
I mean,
and I know but unfortunately, I know his point of view is like all supers are bad, even the way he sees Annie.
Like I remember that because I remember earlier we made references to Avatar. But thinking about it now, like I remember there was this kid, May's little brother, Tom. It was the episode when they went to Omashu.
Yeah.
And Sokka was like,
Sokka was the Fire Nation. Yeah, I know.
He was like, he didn't like it. He warmed up to him eventually. Yeah, but like at first he was like, no, this is.
But it wasn't to the same. It was more like this kid's gonna grow up to be an evil firebender. But he wasn't.
No. But I mean, I'm like
bad Fire Nation baby. Yeah, I know. But it's just like
I get.
Unfortunately, the difference mainly is the fact that that was more of a humorous-ish, kid kind of show, to where it's not like Sokka's gonna kill this baby because because Sokka isn't gonna, because even when it came to the old man in the Fire Nation that Jet was trying to kill, Sokka was like, dude, this is
I know that.
Man.
I was just using that as like
I know. I'm just saying like the difference is that this is also that was completely different shows.
So
if I don't know how Sokka would have been if he was in a show like this.
I mean, like I don't think necessarily that Butcher was going to
I know
purposely kill the kid, but he wouldn't have cried if he
water
did.
off his back essentially.
Like he wouldn't have cared if he killed it. He's like,
that's what he says though. We don't know how it would actually affect him if it wound up being that way.
Yeah, fair enough.
But speaking of which,
like after he's like, that's diabolical.
Yeah.
And he puts him down, and like the baby stops. Come on now. And then
that was.
And then when he puts him back down, he's like, "You be good now." And like,
or I'm gonna stomp you.
Oh, he actually said that?
I think that's what he had said.
I thought he just said, "You be good now," and then he kind of closes.
No, I think he said, "Be good now. I'm gonna come back and stomp you." So now, speaking of which, though, speaking of like this baby having powers, I wonder if they're slowly coming, like the different powers aren't coming all at once, or if this baby just has laser vision, or if this is a baby that has like super endurance. If that is the case, stomping on him wouldn't do a thing. But yeah, I don't know what these powers. I wonder if like what they're doing, they can like selectively give them powers. If she chose to give this baby laser, or I don't know if she's in any kind of like how much. I don't know how much. How much control she has over it.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was in the know, but I don't think she has total power.
Yeah, but like whoever is in charge of like injecting these babies with the compound. If they're able to like choose, or if it's to do with the DNA.
Yeah, I think it's something. I wouldn't be surprised if it was something along the lines of
kind of terrifying
DNA.
If they can like
selectively
give someone an actual like a specific power, like things like we can have as many Homelanders as we want. That would be terrible.
That would be terrifying, but I don't think
so.
I'm
gonna hope for not.
Yeah, I think it's just they pump them full of the stuff and then wait until they show a power.
Like I know the thing is the only reason that's kind of like leaning me towards that possibility. Like I'm like 30%, 20% on that part, but it's just the fact that he so happens to have laser vision. I know that's just like happenstance in writing, but I'm saying what if
laser vision seemed to be different than Homelander's, because Homelander's
was like a red laser.
Yeah, it was just like red. It was like Superman's laser vision. His was more of like it was like a blue, like if the blast was even bigger. I mean, that may have been because he was a child and didn't know how to control the output.
Yeah,
but it could have been that's how the power shows. So
true, but so maybe not. But that'd be terrifying if they could do that.
Like it could be that could be the kid's only power. He could he has laser vision, but it could just be a especially powerful one because that's just his only ability or something like that. Then the Starlight's. Oh, were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
Starlight's issue. Right. She kind of like
I'm so glad
she kind of let it out. Yeah. I hope it's gonna be one of those. Hey, you seem genuine to those people, so they like you more. So we're not going to do anything bad to you.
I don't know, because It's the problem with that being is the fact that she also kind of, stomped on them. So I don't know how they're gonna stomped on, like she bashed them negatively. She gave negative publicity to the Seven, kind of like, saying these people are they're wanting me to say this kind of a thing, but I can't lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is my life with them has, and he was also addressing her mom as well.
Yeah, I don't like they could.
Yeah, but I mean they might.
Thanks to the publicity that they've given to the Seven, I wouldn't be surprised if they just immediately think of maybe like the corporation. They are the one, like when they say they, like,
but that's still the same thing. She's negatively impacting them, and they're not gonna take to that, because they were pretty close to, like, whenever the would be rapists were, well, they were rapists. They weren't able to rape the girl, but with that, when there was no evidence, they were ready to, like, possibly throw her out. And with this kind of a thing, like, she's like directly affecting them, they're probably not going to take to it very well, and might even more so think of what's the word? Want, I can't think of the word, but basically to want to actually throw her out. And so I'm a little worried about that, but I was also, when we're gonna go back a little bit, because with Hughie and that, whenever he was like, so could you get me like an in with the, I was like, oh no.
I was gonna mention that, like when he said that, could you get me an in?
Yeah, throughout this whole, like, whenever they first reconnected or whatever, like not reconnected, but when they ran into each other again when she was in her other costume, I was like, oh man, she's gonna think he's using her, and it's gonna go this whole route. She's gonna think he's betraying, but then that is kind of, she felt that essentially, like whenever he's like, you can get me in, and she's you definitely see her face fall, and she's like, oh no. Hughie, my boy, come on.
And then in a way he did make up for when he's like, my girlfriend died.
Yeah, I was like, I was just about to say, tell her, and then he already beat me too.
Yeah, yes. He did. He told her.
I'm hoping he said that she died, but he didn't go into it fully. I'm hoping he does. Pretty soon, next episode.
Maybe.
But she did, she accepted his apology. That, as far as we know, I don't know how fully, we'll probably see if there's any kind of backlash with that, because that's still, she could still feel that, there's still the possibility that she could be felt like she was used, because he still did kind of use her, but he didn't want to. So I just hope that, I kind of like that, at least that we know of, that they're not going to be going that route, because they were kind of doing that a bit, but then he let it out. He didn't want her to feel like that, and you can see them both feeling that weight.
And I do kind of like her. He's like, hey, that speech was great. She's like, oh, I'm glad you liked that speech. And then she went and he, as you said, he felt bad. So he didn't completely. I do kind of like how what he did come clean in the sense that he went he's like, yeah, my girlfriend died, and it was only like, and I was like, oh yeah, it's only been still like maybe not even a week since she's been dead, and I don't know, actually it could be longer than that by this point, but I don't know. Even though if it's only been a month, it's still been a month. A month is not that long. Yeah. So
especially still the fact that you saw it.
Yeah, he saw it
right in front of you. Well, you kind of saw it.
He saw like the aftermath because how fast it went by.
Yeah.
And he was a lot of her blood and some of her probably flesh and probably some of her brain.
Right. Yeah, I gotcha.
So it's just like, I thought he said a couple of days ago or so, but
he said not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
But yeah.
But since he's like, when he's like, yeah, it didn't happen, and I came here, like he did kind of spin a tale. Like I always remember that, like some of the best lies have like a bit of truth in them. And in a way, he was like, yeah, my girlfriend died a couple of days ago. In a way, I did come here to kind of fix that mess in a way by like the whole avenging thing. But yeah, like I came here to try to see if I could.
Nothing came of it, it didn't help at all.
It didn't really seem to help at all. Yeah. But what you said out there, that helped me.
Because you're right, because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing at all. He's still completely in over his head. He's like, I don't all this whole like whole espionage, whatever the crap I'm doing right now.
I'm just digging deeper, and it's just getting worse and worse.
But like what you said, that kind of helped me out of it. Like it didn't completely fix it, but it did help me. I don't know. It helped him maybe like
to relieve some of that off of his shoulders a bit.
Anyway, maybe he kind of really completely like connected. Like that's me. I feel that right now. I feel you.
Even to the point where he was the only one clapping, which is great. I mean, like I feel bad for these people that they have no, like they're kind of hit them and they're expecting something else.
I actually really hope that I really hope that when he was clapping, they would start clapping too.
I kind of did too, but I wasn't like I didn't, because in some instances that makes me feel uncomfortable when they don't. He's the only one, but that didn't make me feel uncomfortable. But it just, he wasn't just like, because he felt that more than they would, and so it didn't matter that others didn't clap for him. But
so he clapped and he's like, "Yeah, that was great," and he wanted to go see her and stuff, as you said.
Right. But going real quick to I keep wanting to say his actual name, to Billy's character, he's holding on to the hope that his wife is that she's still alive, but it's been 8 years apparently since it happened.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that footage we saw, I think it was the previous episode,
was the last time they saw her.
Yeah,
she's missing.
She just went missing.
She went missing. But it's been too long for them, and they want to they want to, in a sense, let it go. They want to be done with it. Yeah,
maybe not
to be
closure, because
they want to wait.
Really know.
They want to wait to fully grieve and to have someone a physical thing to be able to kind of visit and talk to in a way.
What her sister said, like their mom is getting older. Yeah. She wants someone to talk. They want to kind of something to talk to.
They want a kind of definity instead of a what if, or maybe they're out there. They want something to not have to be dwelling on.
He doesn't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm. To the point where he broke the headstone.
Yeah, he probably cares for her so much that he's just kind of. Yeah, he's becoming the butcher of heroes. I don't know. Shoot, I'm not sure I think it's something clever. But yeah, and he just took a sledgehammer to it. I actually didn't expect that. I probably should have, but
yeah,
I didn't expect him to bring out a sledgehammer and just break it. I thought he was just gonna I didn't expect him to put a flower there or something, but I thought he would just look at it maybe at least for a bit and maybe say something and then walk away. But then we saw him bring out the sledgehammer and just go to town on it.
Yeah.
It's just
okay. And then there's the bit with the Maeve where she goes to visit her ex, and because she's feeling overwhelmed from just the guilt and not actually feeling like she's doing good, and you can see that she's obviously we saw it last episode that she was being affected, and we could see it it's finally just kind of becoming too much for her, and she's trying to find comfort and also apologize for kind of leaving her ex. Obviously that kind of came crashing down on her, and she was hoping that it would kind of, I guess, be easy to get some kind of comfort, to get something to find support in. I don't know where that's going to go exactly. I don't know if she's going to come back or something. I was also kind of worried that Homelander would just show up and land on her and just you can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And then, that would just get even worse. So I'm
kind
of glad that didn't happen.
I was somewhat hopeful that he was still doing that whole
stuff.
As she was
I didn't know. I just didn't. The point the problem with that, I just wasn't sure when exactly that moment was taking place.
That's completely true. That's why I was just hoping that.
Yeah, but I was on edge for that point. I was don't show up. No. Don't show. I was either picturing him crashing through the ceiling and landing on her, or lasering her out of nowhere.
I just thought he would just come through the door and just.
Because the only reason I was saying that is if she wound up telling her. And then, if she did tell her, then he would just kill her. Because nobody must know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it seems like it's why she left. She was hey, tell me. She saw when she saw I
think it's a mixture of that, maybe wanting to protect her, but also just I'm not gonna find comfort here, or this is. She's also. I'm not entirely sure she is, because the only reason that what's her face asked if she had been drinking. Maeve said no, so. She could have just been saying that.
No, she was drinking.
Yeah, it seemed like she was, because the way she was kind of
Yeah, no, she had been drinking.
But it could have also just been that, dealing with so much of it. But yeah, it did seem like she was drinking.
Yeah, no, I think it was supposed to imply that she had been drinking just to try to get some comfort and forget type of thing. Sober up.
So I don't know how where we're gonna go with that, how far her guilt will take her, and if she'll end up maybe, I guess, helping. Not helping, but attack, at least crashing down and to finally attack Homelander, or do something to sort of combat Homelander and kind of what he sort of is standing for, and just cause some kind of chaos in the company. I'm not really sure where it's gonna take Maeve, and I'm a little worried, but I'm wondering if it's gonna somehow help us or impede us, how that's gonna work out. I feel at first I was thinking that with Annie's mom, like this kind of thing has sort of changed her.
No, I
to
think
where but yeah, that's what I'm saying. At first, I was thinking that this like has affected her in terms of like she's kind of gotten, she feels higher now because of the fact that what she had to deal with on the plane, and then seeing Hughie is like, oh, do you want an autograph? And he's like, oh no, it's not. You're just with your daughter. And then we saw that bit before saying, this is I've been.
She's
keeping your
basically
secret.
she's basically a show mom, but
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. But
and those
it's
it's
kind of like, is she that entire, like, is that all she is, or is it like the dealing with poverty and everything kind of has embittered her or made her like
they didn't seem to be impoverished. They seem to be just in like a middle class, maybe upper middle class.
But like, how much did she give up to be where they are before she became part of the Seven? So
Yeah.
but still, like, the way whatever the case is,
I don't think
excuse
she was ever,
to be the way she is with her daughter, and it's just like she's not even.
I just kind of assumed that she was
her
a show
feelings.
mom. I'd hoped that she would have been
Yeah.
better, but she's not.
We'll see what happens though, because I don't know what'll happen. Like, with what she finds out about, or what she found out about Annie when she gave her speech, maybe eventually it'll turn her and she'll see.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know this probably sounds bad, but I have no hope that she's probably gonna. I don't think she's gonna change.
Yeah, we'll
like,
see.
The people, this type of story, just they're not.
Well, yeah, I know, but we'll see where this story can go either way. I am hoping for it, but yeah, I'm not confident that it will, but we'll see how that goes. I'm wondering if the bit with Ezekiel that's gonna come back and bite us in the butt, maybe.
I don't know.
Because I was worried that what you said about Homelander, if he heard that, if he'll, I don't know, because it didn't seem like if he had heard that, you'd think he would have immediately done something about it. But maybe he's trying to bide his time. There's not someone more public, but he also seemed suspicious of Hughie, or that he knows something.
The way he
looked at him, and also the way he looked at him, and the way he did that. Like, first he confronted him. Is something wrong? And he was like, your heartbeat or your heart rate went up a lot. And then whenever Hughie's like, yeah, totally fine. Whenever he had his hand on the back of his neck, like, I was thinking, oh, he can
probably feel that.
Hughie he's obviously lying. So that his heart rate would have spiked at that moment. So I was like, oh no, could he feel that his heart rate just like spiked at that, or hear it? And so then he dunks him and he almost like drowns the kid. And I was like, what is the reasoning behind? Is it just like he feels like he's taking advantage of their power, not their power, but like, his connection with Starlight in a way? Like, he doesn't know her well enough to, I guess, I don't know. I'm not really sure like what caused him to be so suspicious of him, but that was a little terrifying and brought me a little worried as to like how much he knows. But I guess we'll probably see if there's gonna be any other conflict with that. But I think that's about all I have. Did you have anything else you wanted to mention?
Hughie's you're a natural at screwing
people that
over.
Kid, dude. I mean, that was whenever he got into it, I was like, oh man, Hughie, geez, he's doing pretty good. And yeah, even
that wasn't a piece of cake.
Yeah,
I was absolutely terrified.
Yeah, that wasn't a piece of cake.
I do have like as you were saying,
like, dude, you're a natural at screwing people over, or something like that. I was like, well, I mean,
also when he said like when he was talking to Ezekiel and he was saying the whole like strong arm, something like that, and then he said like, good at improvisation. He's like, yep, that's a base. Yeah,
I was like, that's where
that's
he
fair.
is.
That's what you're doing right now. You were improvise. Like, I was like, I didn't know that I really hope they have more than one copy of that.
I'm pretty sure, because I didn't think that was supposed to be his phone, or maybe was that?
Pardon me.
I know Billy had it on his, but bless you again.
God, sorry.
I know he had it on him, but I mean, did he give him just his phone, or did he give a copy to Hughie? But I'm pretty sure they have another copy, because I mean, that was footage from the club anyway, so I'm sure you can get some more if that wasn't the same. If that wasn't a copy itself. I'm interested to see what else, like if he'll confide more into her really, or if he'll use, because of what the speech conveyed, that it's not, life with the Seven isn't great, so maybe he'll convince her to help him out. I'm not really sure. Maybe not to the point of killing the rest of them, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes, I guess. Yeah, guys, that's it for this week's episode of The Boys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, make sure you hit the button right next to us. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Or if you want to see that episode early, go ahead and check out our Patreon. Click the button right there. Or you can click the link in the description down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.